guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I'm your host Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. Now, first of all, we have an interesting story that a lot of people are blowing out of proportion. It's not really a rumor, it's more a set of facts that people are interpreting in a very rumor way. So basically what people are saying is, oh my gosh, Nickelodeon is putting out a Zelda cartoon or a Mario cartoon. Neither of those things are necessarily true. All we know for sure, and these are the fact parts, all we know for sure is that yes, Nickelodeon does have a studio working on a project, and the person behind that studio has said, hey, yeah, we're working on a video game franchise animation adaptation. Basically a cartoon based on some sort of video game franchise, and he specifically says that that video game franchise has been around for 30 years. Now, that could be any video game franchise that's been around for 30 years. Sure, Mario and Zelda have both been around for 30 years, but so have a lot of other ones. Dragon Quest, or Warrior, whichever way you want to call it, Final Fantasy, Donkey Kong. It could be any video game franchise that's been around for 30 years. I think even Sonic has been around for 30 years, so... no, Sonic's only been around for 25, so it's not Sonic. But anyways, the really cool thing, though, about this is, if it is something Nintendo-related, it is being made by a studio that's behind Adventure Time, which is one of my favorite shows, and does share a very similar vibe in some kinds of ways, well, especially in the earlier seasons with The Legend of Zelda. I would really be all for that studio working on a Legend of Zelda adaptation, but I'm not getting my hopes up. But anyway, we don't know for sure what video game franchise this is. We only know it's 30 years old. Surely we'll get more information about this in the future, but just don't get your hopes up too much that it's Zelda or something. Our next story is about Super Mario Run and the fact that, according to a representative, this game is as is. This game is what it is right now. There will be no free or paid for additional content. So if you're hoping for some extra mode or super, world, like a mushroom world or a star world or whatever, or, a star road or what have you, apparently none of that is coming in the future. Super Mario Run is what it is, and it's done. Sure, they'll do things like giving you Toad Rally tickets for special events and things, but no brand new additional levels or features or worlds or anything. So that leads us to the next piece of news, which is that those who have paid for Super Mario Run some of those people have received a survey asking them some very interesting questions. One of those questions being, is $10 too much? The answer, by the way, is yes. I feel like if it was like $5, there would be nobody blaming Nintendo for trying to gouge them money-wise. I mean, yes, people are so used to games being like $2 or whatever on the iPhone, but $5 would be high enough that people would realize and recognize this is quality content. $10 is just a little too much, in my opinion. Anyways, that's one of the questions. Is it too much? $10 being too much. Question number 2 is, hey, if we were to make a Super Mario Run 2, would you want that? So it sounds like, yeah, they're definitely done with Super Mario Run. It is what it is, and they are looking forward to providing Super Mario Run 2 for people probably like this time next year or something, so that would be pretty interesting. Our next story is about the fact that Pokemon Go is now on Apple Watch, because that has a huge user base? Not to my knowledge. I only know 2 people who have Apple Watch, neither of whom would use it for Pokemon Go. I don't think either of them know what Pokemon is, and they both have said to me, kind of regret buying Apple Watch, it's basically useless. So I don't really know who this update is for, but if you have Apple Watch and you enjoy Pokemon Go, and it seems like there are fewer and fewer people for whom either of those things is true, let alone a Venn diagram of both of those things. But if you happen to be one of those people, now's your lucky day. Our final story for the day is about these awesome wood carvings. These things are amazing. Basically, some of them are looking like old NES controllers, but with carved in features that look like the Zelda characters or the Mario characters. They're very themed to specific video games. You should definitely check these out. They're so cool. I would consider buying one, but I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked at the price, but I'm pretty sure it's out of my price range. But anyways, if you want to take a look at more of these, there's a link for you down there. And that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys in a couple days for more news. Bye guys.